Welcome to my channel, Level Headed with Levi T. Please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and set the bell notification to all. Please also share this. Let's get into it.
Don't wait up, I've been working hard every day, living dreams for a pay stub, yeah, straight up. 5 years later, like I said, I was naked on my way up. It's all up, coming from the nation, made a foundation, true stuff, yeah, too tough. We ain't giving up on our dreams, everything is ahead of us. Stay true to your path, it's not where you start, it's all where you're at. It's where you end up when your back's to the mat. Do you cripple the flat or get up off your back? Deliver these facts to see them react. The stadium's packed, they all gonna snap. The motivated attract, the escalated attack, the frustrated hit back. Yeah, we move fast. I wanna change everything. I swear I'll do anything just to get where I wanna be. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. It's automatic, I'm always getting after it. If you ain't working, I don't understand what's happening. There's not enough time just to be imagining. You gotta take some action towards practicing. I know it's not easy, but you gotta get out there. Make your own meaning, can't afford to have doubts. They'll interrupt here, man, I just wanna look out there. The crowd all screaming. I wanna change everything. I swear I'll do anything just to get where I wanna be. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go.
Welcome back to my channel, everybody. We are going to go over the Stockton shooting murders, possible serial killer seen in new image as police offer $85,000 reward. We're going to go over this. Let me share my screen here. All right, look at that beautiful place right there. All right, this is an actual picture of him, supposedly. So July 8th, there was a 35-year-old white man. August 11th, a 43-year-old Hispanic man. August 30th, 21-year-old Hispanic man. September 21st, a 52-year-old Hispanic man. And September 27th, a 54-year-old Hispanic man. Been seeing this progress. Yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Eerie Fury. Wow, I've been seeing this progress. Yeah, we're going to take a look at some of the footage here. I do want to bring up, I think it's this one. Yeah, let me hide this. All right, I'm going to read this to you real quick, and then we'll watch some of the news breaking stuff. This was September 30th at 5:59. Stockton Police Department news messages. Looks like it seems like McFadden, regarding our recent homicide investigations, I promised everyone I received new updates on this case. I would share them publicly. I know there are many sources out there that are talking about this investigation. With that misinformation has been spread. As this investigation moves forward, I will provide timely and verified information to you, keeping in mind public safety and the needs of investigation. Our investigators have reviewed many hours of video surveillance. They believe they located a person of interest in this investigation. Please see an attached photograph based on our investigation and reports. 5600 block of Kermit Lane at 12:31 a.m., 9:49 p.m., 6:41 a.m., 4:27 a.m., 1:53 a.m. Today, the city manager, Harry Black, advised me that the city of Stockton is putting up $75,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest in the investigation of Stockton. In this investigation, Stockton Crime Stoppers will also pay $10,000 cash reward. Both rewards total $85,000. We are opening a tip line to anyone with information regarding the investigation. The number is 209-937-8167. You can also email information to policetips@stocktonca.gov. Again, our detectives and task force officers have been working around the clock on these investigations. We are committed to protecting our community and solving these cases, utilizing all resources at our disposal, including you. We need your help. Information regarding these investigations, call us immediately. Please remember, our victims have grieving family members who need resolution. If you know something, say something. Finally, we would like to remind everyone to remain vigilant and have good situational awareness. Please avoid isolated areas and travel in well-lit areas. Remember, there is safety in numbers. So if you could travel with a friend, if you see suspicious activity, call 911 if it's an emergency. Are usually not that reckless, but I guess cameras everywhere, you going to be seen somewhere. Yes, indeed. So excited it's fall. I'm way behind on everything. It's okay. There's not a lot of stuff out there right now. I am going to be covering another case at some point as well. We're going to jump right over to this one. Turn my camera on here so you can see me. I think this is the right one here. I think I have to wait for the ad here, and then we'll go into this one here. All right, I'm going to mute out, and then I'll reset it.
Tonight, police are trying to track down a series of 5 murders in Stockton going back to July are connected. And tonight, police are trying to track down what they say is a person of interest in the case. The first homicide was on July 8th out on Kermit Lane. A 35-year-old white man was killed at around 12:30 in the morning. The second case on August 11th on West Lane, a 43-year-old Hispanic man killed just before 10 p.m. Then the third attack on August 30th on East Hammer Lane, a 21-year-old Hispanic man was killed around 6:40 in the morning. And then the fourth on September 21st, Manchester Avenue, where a 52-year-old Hispanic man was killed at 4:30 in the morning. And then the fifth happening just on Tuesday of this week out on Porter Avenue, a 54-year-old Hispanic man killed just before 2 o'clock in the morning. Stockton police say that they do have this. It's all they've got right now, a person they'd like to speak with. It's tough to make out any specific features of the person you see here. Thin person, how they walk there. Police say they need the public's help in trying to ID whoever this is.
Absolutely, because what we have not seen is we haven't seen any crime being committed by 1, 2, or 3 people. So we can't assume simply because we have an image of a person that person is connected to that crime.
The city has put up a $75,000 reward. Crime Stoppers is offering a $10,000 reward. That's for a total of $85,000. Stockton police have also opened up this tip line for anyone who has information that they want to share it. So they're looking for anything on this. 209-937-8167. You can also email information to police tips at Stockton CA.
Sorry, my mouse didn't want to work there. Hold on here 1 second. Let me go to, I think this is the same one. Yeah, it's the same one. We're not going to watch that one. Hold on here 1 second. I'll bring up some more. I heard the new technology on the iPhones now will scan face when taking a picture. Don't know really what that means. Yeah, I heard that too. Hold on here 1 second. That's the same thing. They updated this. Hold on here.
Hey, lady. Hey, lady.
Let me just mute this. Hold on here 1 second, and then I'll pop this one up on the screen. Give me 1 second. I'm going to mute out, and then I'll restart this here. He answers questions in like a little press conference. This was on Friday.
So this.
You said that you believe that these are connected. Is there anything you can say, like, did the victims know each other, or what makes them seem like they're connected?
Yeah, here's what makes these cases very challenging. Is there are no witnesses due to the location and timing and the lack of lighting. So this is from, again, our detectives not going home, staying committed to the cause, reviewing hours, several hundred hours of video, to try to get anything to go on. When there's nothing, everything is something. It's something I used to always say, and that's where we're at. We're overturning every stone, and that's how we're continuing our investigation.
Is this person of interest being looked into in relation to all four of these cases, or all five?
We don't know. We feel it's interconnected somehow, and to what extent, we just don't know at this time. But this is through our conversations and reviewing the video and reading reports. We believe this may be a person of interest that could provide information on maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. We just don't know at this time. But it's a person of interest where it could be very well a suspect or it could be very well a witness to these incidences.
Chief, newest and ever-evolving information that you can share with the public without compromising the integrity of the investigation. Can you confirm that Stockton
Can say is that we have a series of homicides that we believe are interconnected. The problem we have, if we have no evidence to tell one person, 2 or 3, we just don't know that. We don't have that information. We have no video footage that has even captured a crime, that has even captured a handgun in someone's hand. So by definition, you could probably very well call this serial killings, right? But at this time, we don't know if it's a person, 2 or 3. We just don't know.
Do you have any other suspects?
No, we don't.
To clarify, so there's a possibility that we have either one or multiple serial killers on the list?
Absolutely, because what we have not seen is we haven't seen any crime being committed by 1, 2, or 3 people. So we can't assume simply because we have an image of a person that's connected to that crime. But that's where we're leaning on the community to help us be our eyes out there. Crime prevention is everyone's business, and we all need to be committed to it. But as of right now, that's what we have.
For
Chief,
the
is there any glaring misinformation out there you just want to clear up and just say that that's not happening?
So be honest with you, there is, but doing this for 30 years, I've learned to block out, I call it noise, right? I call it where it affects the information that we're trying to really focus on to, bring someone to justice. So there is misinformation out there. And this is where I need all community leaders. I need all city officials where we all lean together and work towards making this place safe for everyone and work towards bringing this person or people to justice.
I'm sorry,
You
just
noted-
clarifying what he asked here. You said that these are serial killings, but are you calling the suspect or suspects involved serial killers?
I'm sorry, my mister. I said it's a series of
Series
killings
of- got it.
where we believe there's some interconnectivity.
Got it.
But it's very hard where you don't know if it's one person or there's people involved that just aren't being captured on video. We just don't know.
You absolutely think that this is random violence as opposed to gang violence?
We have no indication that's gang violence. It doesn't fit to what we're accustomed to the scene when it is a gang homicide. So at this time, we have no connection.
You mentioned that the victims happen to be Latino. Is the concern that there's a motive along the lines of hate or a hate crime?
Well, I think I also mentioned that one of our victims was a white male. So we have no indication that these are hate crimes. Again, there's a white male that was also murdered. So at this time, we don't have that information.
Were the victims housed or unhoused residents?
I believe some of them did have homes. Some even lived in their area, but not all of them were unhoused.
Transaction going on, something like that, and then the shooting happens, or just the guy walks up to them to start the ambush?
It just appears to be from element of surprise. There's no witnesses, so we really don't know how things are playing out just because of lack of witnesses. And I can't say it enough. Is we need your help. We need the help of the community in those areas. Look at your Ring cameras. Look at whatever footage you have going back to these dates that we're providing on this map. And please help us out.
There's no suspect description at all right now?
That is what I just got on board. That's what we have. And even with that, you have to be careful because, to be honest, this could be male or female. You cannot tell from that photo if it's a male or female.
That photo, it's kind of blurry. It looks like a still. Is that from a video?
I believe so.
Okay. Can you tell us anything else about the demeanor or kind of behavior of the person of interest in the video?
That information that we have, the still photograph, that's the best photograph that we got off of that video. It was poor quality. That's the best that our detectives were able to release at this time.
And that was a public camera?
That was out in public, yes.
Any connection between the locations where these killings happen?
As far as connection,
Like any similarities in terms of location?
the big similarity, and this we're getting from our evidence folks as well, is the areas they're dimly lit, right? Some are close to apartment buildings. They're overshadowed by trees. There are places where there's not a lot of surveillance cameras, which means, either this person or person are very lucky with choosing where they're going, or they're doing their homework to go to locations where they feel there's no cameras.
If not hate or some kind of bias motivation, do you have an insight into a motivation that you guys are inquiring into?
Not at all. We don't.
Okay.
Are there any similarities between firearms used?
We have sent, which is a slow process, we have sent away ballistics, and we're waiting on official responses as far as what they are and what they tell us.
Chief, what would be your message to the suspect or these suspects?
Stop the killing. Stop the killing. We all have choices. Stop the killing. There are people are grieving. The community's grieving. The community's scared. It stops now.
Could you talk a little bit about what, if anything, the department is doing to kind of reach out to the community impacted and if necessary, like warn people specifically in those targeted communities?
Yes, they've been doing extensive canvassing in all those areas, which means going door to door and speaking of the incident and advising them just to be safe, to be with other people, to be in lit areas. There's ways where we cannot be a victim based on what we're seeing. And how not to be a victim is not to be out late at night by yourself, where no one else is around, where no cameras are around, just you.
Have you bumped up patrols? You have more officers on the street?
Absolutely. Being that we're focusing on these hours, we have flipped several of our schedules to where we have more resources working around the clock. We have specialized units working around the clock. And our partner agencies are also keeping a close eye on some of our areas.
Are there other of the cases this year that you guys are considering could be part of this pattern as well? And if so,
we always try to make a connection with unsolved cases. We will continue to do that. And again, as I said, it's very time consuming. We have more than just these incidents are not solved. So as we continue to progress, gather more intelligence, we will absolutely look at other cases as well.
Last time we checked in a couple days ago about this issue, you mentioned that you guys did not have evidence that led us to believe that one individual is running rampant, killing people. And today you've shared this photo and mentioned that there aren't other suspects. Do you still feel that that was accurate and that remains accurate, that kind of portrayal?
Oh, absolutely. And I'll tell you why. Because I was briefed by detectives on this case and my task force folks on this case this morning. And one thing I'm not going to put out, if it's not factual information, if it's not verified information, I'm not going to message it. I will message factual information. At that time, we had assumptions, but not facts. Now we know we have certain facts, and that will be the information I continue to provide to the public for their safety.
So again, there could be multiple suspects here. You're showing this one person, but there could be multiple suspects.
Absolutely, we can't rule out anything because we have yet to capture a crime in progress.
Okay, and then unfortunately, several homicides in the city of Stockton happen in the overnight hours and in the late night hours, more than just the 5 that we have on this piece of paper. Why are these connected?
Well, with these one is it's the same. It's lone victims, right? It's people caught by surprise. We have other ones, but it's encounters. There's conversations. It's drug related. It's gang related. So that's how we're able to pull these without. Okay, well, it wasn't a robbery. Items aren't being stolen. That they're not talking about any gang activity in the area or anything. It's just element of surprise.
So they're random as opposed to gang related or drug related.
Correct.
Is there any indication that you guys are aware of so far that this person is potentially working with a second person or additional people?
We have absolutely nothing else to go on. That's what we're hoping folks can help us with.
Any other questions? All this information will be placed on our Facebook page following this press conference. Thank you guys for coming.
I guess a question to the Latino community. We are seeing that there's a majority of the victims being struck are Latino. What would you tell the residents? I know we spoke to several earlier today and they are concerned. So what would you tell them, especially those that maybe have seen something, but they're afraid to reach out due to, legal?
Absolutely is. Everyone's part of this community. And it's important because I've dealt with what you're talking about. And I've always been a strong messenger to where I need help from everyone, wherever you come from, wherever you are. You're here, we need you. I need them as well to come forward so we could save their brothers and sisters or whoever it may be. I don't think anyone wants to sleep at night knowing that we haven't done everything we could do together.
I actually have one last question. This guy or gal, when did you guys get your radar on this person and get access to this footage?
Well, I know I was briefed this morning and verified to me this morning. When they did the stuff they do as detectives and have their meetings, but it came to me because one thing I say, don't bring anything to me unless it's factual.
Yeah.
I am relaying to you.
Gotcha. Thank you.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Can I close with something?
Sure.
Again, please no misinformation. Factual information will be brought on a regular basis as an investigation permits. We need to all be in this together. We need to respect the survivors that have lost people to gun violence, to senseless violence. That's what we all need to think about. It's not about postings. It's not about social media. It's about bringing justice to the people that lost family members. Thank you.
Chief, to that point, you are not ready to call this person a serial killer, correct?
I don't know what this person is. I don't know if this person just a person that happens to be in the area.
Yeah.
But I think we need to focus on a series of killings that are connected, that are resulting in loss of lives. It doesn't matter who the perpetrator is, someone's getting buried, and that's a problem with me. We need to bring this person or people to justice. Thank you.
Interesting. So let me just go out of this one here real quick. Bring this back down. So they're all men that are being killed. This is what the person, they want to talk to this person. So this was released, I believe, yesterday. Hi, Bex, by the way. Thank you for coming. So they don't know if it's one person. No, they don't. And they don't know. It's just really weird because it's in a little small area here. Started July 8th, August 11th. It's all men. And after this, I'm telling my daughters to take a picture of anything suspicious around them, if out, and send it to people and family. Can never be too safe. And welcome in everybody else. I see Miami Spice came in. Texas Jen came in. Does matter who it is. If they profile, they'll have a better idea, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, they all happened. One happened at 9:40 at night. The rest all happened during the middle of the night. So that makes it harder too. What I do want to do though is I want to bring up let me see if there's anything else in this. I can bring up some more. Very scary. Yeah, it is very scary. This was a while ago. We'll play Stockton Seeking Tips. As of Friday, there have been 43 homicides in Stockton this year compared to 32.
Hey ladies, we're giving out free Dove samples. Just fill out our quick 2-minute.
As of Friday, there was 43 homicides in Stockton this year compared to 32 in the same time last year. According to the police department, the clearance rate for solving homicides is roughly 50%. Has been keeping track of the location and the amount of shootings and gun-related incidents in both Stockton and Sacramento. Interactive maps here. This is Sacramento. Shootings involving guns. Here's Stockton. Interesting. Weapons arrest. I mean, they do a pretty good job. I'm going to show you homicides in the past 5 years. Sacramento's way up. Stockton went way down in 2021. Firearm deaths by state. I'm going to play this thing here real quick while we're here. Exactly, no surveillance on this person. No, he must know where the cameras are. It seems so random, except for all the victims are male. Yes, I agree. I want to play this real quick. And then what I want to do is I'll bring up a regular map of Stockton. And I wanted to show you something else here in a minute too.
Stop the killing. Stop the killing. Stop the killing.
Chilling revelation tonight from Stockton's police chief as he is now asking for the public's help in tracking down a person of interest in connection to a series of 5 murders that go back to July. Tonight, he says all 5 of those murders are connected. The police chief is also warning people to stay alert and to avoid becoming a victim.
Tonight, a tip line is set up with a big reward for information about the killer or killers. KCRA3's Melanie Wingo has more on this dramatic development in the investigation from the Stockton Police Department.
Yes, it was quite dramatic when the chief officially went on record today here in Stockton saying that this string of murders officially fits the FBI definition of serial killings. And tonight we met up with one of the victims' families to hear about their loved one.
Visiting the Stockton neighborhood where his brother was shot and killed less than a week ago.
He was there for me. He was watching out for me. I wish I could have watched out for him.
Jerry Lopez remembers his big brother Lorenzo.
Just being a best friend. And just being a mentor and being there for me throughout my life.
His whole family feeling the gravity of the loss.
My mother and father were just heartbroken from this. You know, that's their first baby boy, and I know they have so many memories of, of him.
Jerry and his family hopeful Stockton Police Department's announcement it's offering reward money and looking for a person of interest in connection to his brother's killing. One in a series of at least 4 others will make a difference.
They are working pretty hard on it. I see the chief is doing a great job. He is working real hard for the city, trying to figure out what's going on. And I do appreciate you, Chief.
Stockton Mayor Kevin Lincoln.
This is very concerning to me.
Telling KCRA3 his office is working closely with the police department, trying to find the person or people responsible for killings and sending a message to the community.
To the people of Stockton, we're not going to stand in fear. We're not going to be fearful. We're not going to retreat. You're going to be empowered.
Empowered, he says, to come forward with information that can help track down the killer.
We're not playing around right now.
The mayor also sharing his thoughts for families like Jerry's, deeply affected by the violence.
My heart breaks for you. My heart hurts just like your heart hurts.
Now, the mayor is also urging the community to come forward with any information. And that is what the chief is saying it's going to take as well. This series of homicides, we know, is all interconnected. At this point, we don't know if there is one person or more people responsible. That is why information from the public is so critical. Reporting live in Stockton, Melanie Wingo, KCRA 3 News.
Yeah, with the killer or killers still out there, the tip line for anyone information is pretty critical information. So let's put that on the screen for you. 209-937-8167. You can also email information to policetips@stocktonca.gov. The most up-to-date and accurate information on active.
I don't know the answer to this question, and nothing that was taken from victims. I don't know if we've been told that yet. That was the little press conference that I saw that I played earlier in the live. I know that this is out there. I do know this, though. There's a location. What I do want to show you is this, though. So maybe it's on my other thing here. Hold on one second. So I was interested in, so I always look at these little clips here. So Dave Stockton Wednesday press conference, that's has nothing to do with this. That has to do with the PGA. Operation Hybrid Havoc lands 88 arrests in Stockton. That's 4 months ago. There's a lot of guns on that table. Man killed after charging Stockton police. And then here's 50 arrests in Stockton gang takedown. Looks like there's a little press thing there too. Other than that, there's just a bunch of different reports here. Found shot and killed inside his vehicle by police officers at 6:41. We can check this one out real quick. Hi, Jesse. Welcome in. Thank you, Levitt, for bringing awareness to this case. Yes, indeed. Data and evidence for some of the recent homicides. They have noticed the homicides are occurring during the night or early morning hours, and our victims were alone. According to the statement from Stockton Police Department on Facebook, at a news conference Wednesday, Stockton Police Chief said McFadden enough similarities in the killings to warn public, though he did not specify how many homicides fit into the same pattern. We do see similarities where it's really areas of darkness. It's really areas where the person is by themselves, maybe not even knowing it's coming, and that's kind of what we are looking at. Suffer from fatal gunshot wounds. Police officers around 6:41. This is 1 a.m., 1:41 a.m., 2 a.m. It's according to McFadden, the striking pattern concerning the homicides showed that the victims were alone and were killed in cars or while walking. The ages of the victims vary as well, and the locations where they were killed through McFadden said they were all very dark places. People are by themselves. All locations lacked cameras, according to the police chief, and there were no witnesses present on the scene. None of the victims were robbed or had anything taken from them. So there, Bex, that answered your, there's one. One is a white male. The rest are Hispanic males. But that answers the question, though, Bex. He or they probably live close to the area. I would believe that to be true. Hi, Kelly Dime. The victims were clustered in the north part of Stockton near San Joaquin Delta College. Yes, I see that. But this is interesting. Nothing was taken off of them. I have no information that there's a serial killer on the loose in Stockton streets. I know that's put a lot of folks on edge hearing that out there. McFadden said, and I'm here to say that we have no evidence of that. We are seeing some patterns of similarities in some of our more recent homicides where we're taking a closer look at. We do not know if it's one person or if it's 5 or 6 people. We just know, we just don't have information right now. You're welcome, Bex. I mean, it's a pretty popular thing right now. That's 2 hours ago, 8 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Had 4 things. Victims had 4 things in common. Let's see what this says. Release news stating a person of interest in the crimes information prompted many to believe there is a possible serial killer. Chief Stanley saying, by definition, you would probably very well call serial killings. 35 white men, 2 other killings that occurred in August, resulted in 43 and 21-year-old. On September 21st, 52-year-old and 54-year-old. Additionally, all the victims died by gunshot. It is currently unclear if the police have any information on what type of gun. Hold on here 1 second. Unclear on what type of gun. We'll take a look at that thing here in a minute. Stockton Police also said, it is currently unclear if the police have any information on what type of gun that was used and if it was the same for the 5 killings. said in the news release that each victim was walking alone and that these homicides occurred in the evening or early morning hours. Our investigators have reviewed many hours of video surveillance in Stockton Police Department. Said Friday release, they believe they're located a person of interest in this investigation. And then that was what they released. There is an $85,000 reward, but where's these 4 similarities? We're seeing some patterns and similarities in some more of the recent homicides where we're taking a closer look. We don't know if it's one person. It doesn't say anything what the similarities are. Maybe just the different people. We'll take a look at this here real quick. I'm going to play it. So their similarities of the killing spree here. I'm going to be following this one. If we get any more updates, watch my Twitter or Facebook. If you are a part of a replay crew, please make sure to leave a like and a comment. Thank you, Jesse. If you haven't taken the time to hit the thumbs up, now would be the time. I'll be updating on other social media sites on updates here. Whoever it is isn't dumb. They clearly are aware of the surroundings and are making sure there's no witness and in darker hours. I agree 100% with that statement right there. They just, I wonder if any of the men were on any dating sites. I wonder too. I don't know. This is kind of a different little thing going on here. The other thing I could take a look at here, I'll do it real quick here. I want to go to the map. Hold on here, Google. I want to bring up the map so we can see the area a little bit here. Stockton. So Stockton is the city of San Joaquin River in California Central Valley. It doesn't say the population there. I guess what I need to do is I want to go back in this. This is where I want this to be. So we got 5600 block of Kermit Lane. It's map time, people. So this was by a holiday park. So it happened on this block someplace. What do we got here? Horseshoes? Looks like horseshoes there. Bus. Some type of a park here. And then residential. That's probably why they say ring cameras. Hello, Frankie, True Crime. Anybody else that I missed, welcome in. So that one happened where there was a park. Let me see if I can bring up another one here. So that one was the 5600 block. The next one is the 4900 block of West Lane. $4,900 block of West Lane. How far is that from the other one? The other one happened here, Holiday Park. This one's here. Let's take a look. Happened on this block someplace. I just wanted to take a look at the block, see what's all around. We're just gonna go down here just a little ways. Popeye's probably has cameras there, but if they did like back over here or something, let's zoom back out. So 4900 block. What else is here? Express Tires. 4900 block of West Lane. So it happened somewhere in here. Hello, none of 6. Let's see the next one here. Hello, Sluggish Sleuth. Let's see here. 4900 block of West Lane. This one is the 800 block of East Hammer Lane. 800 block East Hammer Lane. Let's go take a look and see what's here. Interesting. So that's East Hammer Lane, 4400 block of Manchester Avenue. $4,400 block of Manchester Avenue. Just trying to get my bearings there a little bit. So somewhere on this block. A lot of housing here. That's interesting. I mean, there's lights on buildings here, but that doesn't mean that they work. And we don't know exactly where it happened at. Let's go to the last one here, 4400 block. This one's 900 block of Porter Avenue. (900 block Porter Avenue). Kind of all different locations a little bit. Looks like there's a church there. Looks like another like residential area. So So that looks like, God bless you. Thank you for everything you do. Thanks, Divinity. Very bold. Yeah, thank you, Divinity. Very bold is correct. If you guys live in Stockton, please be careful. Welcome in, Cardigan. If you guys live in Stockton, please be careful. There is somebody out there shooting people. I don't know if they're all tied to each other or what's going on. It's too far of a spread of places. So I don't know. And some of them were killed in their car. So looks like a very residential place, but there's a street light. There's a street light there. Let's see if there's a street light on the actual street, though. See, no street lights on the street. Oh, let's back up. Hi, Cardigan. You're always welcome to chat in here. I found a camera. There's a camera there, which is a good thing. I'm sure they pulled that video surveillance. That one's not hard to miss. Yeah, but I guess that would be the only hopes. But if he didn't come down from this way, police in California search for 5 possible Southern Chicago Portillo's teams of Illuminatis. I'm just reading my updates while I'm here. Hold on here. Truecrime. Police said the victims were each walking alone or in parked cars when they were killed in the evening or early hours in a city of 320,000 residents, about 50 miles south of the state capital, Sacramento. Nothing new there. So, yeah, I don't know. This is just kind of weird here. Travel down just a little bit further. How many people have been killed? 5, Cardigan. 5 five in this little spree that they can't figure it out. But overall, 43 homicides. But other ones, I think they've figured out who they are. Yeah, I guess just be on the lookout. As I get updates, I'll update on social media. If they do another press release, I'll let you guys know. There is, if I have enough time today, there is one more thing I want to cover. And if I don't do it today, I may do it tomorrow. There is a press release on a little 12-year-old boy sitting in the car, and he just walks up and shoots. That's interesting by itself. It is. I also might cover the 12-year-old boy out of Virginia. There was a press conference on that as well. Things don't add up in that one as well. But this one was more of an awareness. Just wanted to bring this to you guys' attention. And definitely, if you see something, say something. I encourage all the neighbors over there to say something. Somebody's got to know something that's going on, whether it's inside people, whether it's not. Somebody knows something. And say prayers for these families. And until the next one, if you see something, say something.